Now earlier today, I went all the way to the Aurora entrance. Now this part is so big you can fit a commercial sized plane in there. It's absolutely giant.
Well, I'm glowing with excitement. Why am I glowing? Because it's all about the glowworms right now. The Glowworm Caves in Te Anau.
Te Anau.
This is Keegan. He's one of the tour guys
Hello.
here. And I saw him talking to some people. I'm like, you know what? I need to chat with him because he just told me about something that blew me away. Could you please tell us what you're telling some of these other people about these caves and what you did earlier today?
Of course.
Yeah.
So this is called the Aurora Cave system.
Okay.
We are all the way down here right now. And this is 6.7 kilometers of full cave. So this part of the cave is 12,000 years old. So it is very young for a cave. So that's why you got to bend down quite low. And then we'll get on the boats and go all the way to the grotto. Now the part that we can't go in is all the way through here. Now earlier today, I went all the way to the Aurora entrance. Now this part is so big you can fit a commercial sized plane in there. It's absolutely giant. And we walked and crawled and got hurt all the way down to Picasso's gallery. Now through that, there's waterfalls, there's beautiful stalactites and stalagmites that some of you guys might know about. There's coal mines, there's Hall of Silence, and it's just a beautiful area that shows the true New Zealand.
Am I seeing something that says the entire cave itself, or the portion that you were in, is 30 to 35 million years old? Is that correct?
Yeah.
And the portion of the cave that my family and I earlier today did a tour of the glowworms.
Yes.
That is 12,000 years old, which you mentioned,
Yes.
which is relatively young.
Very, very
correct?
young for a cave. Very young.
Now, so we just went here, turned around, and came back here
Yep,
today,
so we
right?
went all the way through here to the glowworm grotto. That's where all those glowworms were. They were really close to your face. Then we came back out and we walked the exact same way.
Unbelievable. Now,
Yes.
you mentioned to me part of the guides here at Real New Zealand. You're one of the youngest to ever do this, right?
Yes. Yep. So we have to get permits to come up here. So it's very illegal to go in the Murchison Mountains because of our beautiful taka hybrids, which is sort of like a blue chicken if you look like it. But you've got to actually walk all the way through here, through that Takahe Valley, up to the Aurora entrance, which only about 30 to 40 people a year max are allowed to do. And I'm very lucky I was allowed to go with a beautiful bunch of people. We walked all the way up and went all the way down.
How did you get involved in this? What attracts you about being inside of a cave?
Well, I'm obviously designed for it with my height.
Yeah.
But after that, I'm just young and keen to do anything. And when I heard that it's one of those experiences that not many people get to see, I thought I had to jump at it. Especially with this job, like this is my office in this nature for 10 hours a day, 5 days a week, and I get to meet beautiful people, so why not?
Yeah, he told me he did this morning, jumped in a lake, and then he had to meet a tour like 4 minutes later.
Yep,
So it's
I was
pretty
quite
impressive.
muddy because the mud went up to my waist, so I jumped in the lake, grabbed my uniform back on, and went straight to you guys.
All right.
Had about 5 minutes to spare.
Te Anau.
Te Anau.
It's named after what?
A cave of swirling water. So above the waterfall, there's a wee swirling pool. When the Māori were here first, long before we at the English were here, they named the town Te Anau, so it's actually Te Anau, and we simplified it called Te Anau. And then when Lawson Burrows came all the way up, he realised that what the name of the town is with this cave. And so that's why it's called Te Anau.
Now
Cave of swirling water.
I heard a rumor there aren't any bats in these caves
There
in
are
New
bats,
Zealand.
no.
Why is that?
So our bats live in the forest. So they were actually never found in the caves because it's actually too dark.
Too dark for bats?
Yeah,
I've never
so
heard
if
that
it's actually
before.
too dark, it's actually dangerous for them because they'll fall. They don't know where the water is and they'll fall in the water and they can drown. So they like to be nice and safe and protected. And the most scary thing out here is a sandfly. So they're pretty safe and pretty chill out here, but again, you don't see too many.
One thing we did see when our family was doing the tour is a giant eel that's in there. And this is a famous eel. He's how old?
He's 87 years old.
And what's his name?
His name's Elon Musk.
Of course it is.
Yep,
of course it is. How does he survive in the caves?
Yeah, so he swam up in the cave and he's been there for as long as we know. He's got plenty of kids throughout the cave as well, but he survives on glowworms. You've got cave weeders, you've got spiders, you've got sandflies and mosquitoes that fly in, but there's also about 25 different species of waterborne insects that actually hatch in the cave. So they've got unlimited food and they can just get as fat as they want and retire early.
And finally, you're born and bred here in Te Anau.
I am. very lucky.
Well, how lucky are
Country
you to be part of this group, Real New Zealand? As you mentioned, this is your office. I mean,
100%.
growing up, were you infatuated with nature at the
Oh
very
yeah,
beginning?
always growing up with the hunting and the tramping. Like you got the famous Kepler, which is a 60 kilometer. Did that many times and we're still training to do it. It's my goal this year. But just with caves, it was never specifically caves, but just nature. And there's not too many jobs on offer in Te Anau because it's not a big place. So when I heard this, I just thought, well, why not? I didn't actually know how much glowworms actually were. I thought they were just a worm.
Yeah.
But you'll very much learn that they're a lot more than you think.
Keegs, finally, where are we going to see you next? Where are you going? Where is your career path going to take you?
Travel the world. You can find me anywhere. I want to
it.
travel the world and experience everything.
Love it. Well, thank you for doing
Awesome.
this. You're all about Frenchitivity, man, everything we're about. So thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you,
Appreciate your
guys.
time.
No problem. Awesome.